Parents' evenings are an integral part of the academic year. Every teacher knows they're expected to report face-to-face to parents at some point throughout the year. There are expectations, and surviving a parents' evening means being prepared. Hi everyone, I'm Alex from My Progression, and this video is all about surviving parents' evenings. We'll go through why we have them, and more importantly, some preparation strategies to help you get the most out of them. Now, we call them parents' evenings because teacher-parent meetings have historically taken place in the evenings after the school day has ended. However, many schools are changing the way parents' evenings are run in order to cut down on teacher workload, and so some are taking place during the school day. Some schools, for example, may have a shortened day for their pupils so that parents can arrive from mid-afternoon and then into early evening, also allowing parents who are able to attend during the school day and those who may have work commitments or other responsibilities to attend after school. Some will even be using virtual methods like Zoom. This also allows teachers a possible earlier finish. Each school will have their own system in place, which will vary from school to school. In primary school, you will probably have one very busy parents' evening, possibly spread over a number of days or evenings. In secondary, expectations are different as you will teach over a number of year groups and so will be expected to present at a number of parents' evening sessions. Now, what are parents' evenings and why do we have them? So parents' evenings are a school event at which parents are invited into their children's school to meet their teachers and discuss their child's progress. It is usually held in the school premises, and pupils may or may not be encouraged to attend with their parents. Parents' evenings present a number of opportunities for schools as well. Engagement with parents or the families you teach is one opportunity, and this is key for building a relationship between home and school. Pupils will be at your school for at least 5 years of their education, and throughout this time, parents will need to engage with school for a variety of diverse reasons. Working in partnership with parents and home is crucial. It's been identified that when schools and parents listen to each other and work together, they have a really positive impact on attainment and student well-being. This is why it's so important that schools work in partnership with their parents, from a child's first day at school right through to when they leave. However, added to this, schools have a statutory requirement to communicate with parents, and the legal requirement in the UK for schools to report back to parents on their children's academic progress provides at least one opportunity a year for a discussion, and parents' evenings have become a key means of improving this engagement. Parents' evenings do add to the pressure of a normal work week as they take up more time, always more time than expected. We plan those time slots in for parents, but I'm sure you'll all agree they sometimes go over. They create more work. Preparing data and feedback notes to refer to can take a great deal of time. However, keeping these will inform your reporting writing later in the week. And they can impact your home life. Parents' evenings, as we've already mentioned, impact on your personal life too, and you have to make alternative arrangements for this. You have to cancel that regular exercise class or meet up with friends. However, the commitment to parents' evenings is usually planned well in advance, and this is very much part of the professional duties of a teacher. So being prepared is key to surviving this time in your school life. We want to help you with this, and here are a few tips for your survival kit. Preparation is key. Be prepared practically. You will have to put in a full day in the workplace, and you need to be prepared personally. You are the professional entering into this meeting, which you have to lead. This could be the first interaction that you have with the parents, and it's your opportunity to show them who you are. First impressions count, so if they see you as a professional who knows their stuff, you're going to get off on the right foot. A quick freshen up before beginning will make you feel much better, as well as giving a good impression to the parents you meet. Look the part. Antiperspirant, brushed hair, and a quick look in the mirror will be beneficial. Remember to keep hydrated, so a water bottle is essential. You'll be talking a lot, so a quick drink of water can get you through. If you have a little bit of time in between school ending and the meetings beginning, have a little snack to keep you going. Have everything you need in hand and in order for your meetings. Books, assessments, or evidence, or any attainment figures will be useful. Be prepared to know what you're going to say. There can be nothing more frustrating for a parent than meeting a teacher and finding that you have little or no insight into their child or their progress. Parents' evenings are not for general chit-chat, but about specifics about the child of the parent you are sitting opposite. Have a well-organised idea of how you want this meeting to go. Time goes by quickly and the general chat can take over, and before you know it, you're behind and have a queue of parents waiting. Have assessment data to hand, homework data, general notes that you want to include in your meeting. You might start with a general summary of your child. Talk about strengths and progress. Talk together about areas for development or targets for learning. Next, think about the actions you need to take to meet these targets. Leave space in your notes ready to write down feedback from parents. Be prepared to take the lead and manage your workload of the evening. So being specific will help you manage this time. So perhaps saying something like, we only have a 7-minute slot, so I'm going to get straight down to things if that's okay with you. Thank you for coming. Jay is great. He's really settled in well into year 8 and he's really focused on working to the very best standard. He is obviously passionate about science. His work is neat and organised and his last recent assessment score was 78%, which is great. I now want him to be able to expand his answers in tests to push that score. Verbally, he has excellent explanations, but I just want a little more. How do you feel he's doing in science? Be prepared for the more challenging conversations. Pave the way for the more challenging conversations to take away any element of surprise for the parents. An unwelcome surprise for parents at a meeting can be very emotive, so think carefully about how to address this. It may be to do with a dip in attainment, a decline in behaviour or a concern. A parent going to a meeting, expecting and hoping to hear positive comments will be shocked and react negatively to a surprise negative comment. You then have to handle the situation as well as gently deal with the parents as well as make a plan. So why not have this conversation before the parents' evening? Make a phone call to pave the way or even arrange a separate meeting where you can give more time to the situation. Remember, you might need support from other colleagues too. See our video on dealing with parents for more on this, and whilst you're there, please like, subscribe and click on the bell to keep hearing more from My Progression. If parents are prepared, then they will attend parents' evening feeling forewarned and you can move forward together. Sometimes it helps to sandwich the negative with the positive, like, Joe is really helpful and kind to his friends. He does need to concentrate more during maths lessons. He can be a little bit disruptive. He does always put his hand up and try to answer questions though, which is great. Be prepared to navigate the challenges. You know what to do and how to respond. You may be surprised by a challenging situation that you weren't expecting. We can be taken unawares and our response needs to be professional. Situations which could occur are upset parents who need to be offloaded, parents who want to blame you for a situation, the parent who believes their child can do no wrong, the unsupportive parent, and I'm sure you'll be able to add to this list. Having a strategy in place will be essential. Being empathetic and supportive will help to diffuse the situation, but rearranging a meeting as soon as possible will give you some breathing time to think about how to deal with this situation. Some schools will have a protocol in place and more senior members of staff available and floating around to intervene to help you know what to do. Be prepared to finish the meeting. You must be aware of time and the fact that it is so easy to become behind very quickly. It not only has an impact on the finish time, but will also impact the parents who are waiting to see you but also need to get home. If you're going to go over time for specific reasons to do with education, is it worth rearranging another meeting where more time can be spent in discussion? If it's the parents making small talk or just chatting, take control. Thank you for coming, but I have a queue of parents to see, but really appreciate your time. Tell Eva to keep working hard. Be prepared to speak in front of the pupil. Many parents do take their child to parents' evenings. Some schools encourage this, but others don't. Children attending parents' evenings is possibly more common in secondary school, but some primary schools do ask the child to attend too. It is a positive experience if all is well, but if there are concerns, how do you navigate this? Be honest, be gentle, and have a way forward. Make the child feel involved. Robbie, I'm really glad you came along with your parents because we really do want to work together to address our concerns about keeping up in lessons. Tell mum and dad how you feel in the lessons. There may be times when you need to ask the pupil to step aside and leave the meeting while you speak to their parents. That's fine and acceptable. I just need to speak to your parents, Robbie, so would you mind sitting over there and waiting? I'll only be a few minutes. See you tomorrow in class. And be prepared to reap the benefits. Making good relationships with parents benefits both yourself as a teacher and the parents and the pupil. You're working together for the good of the child to fulfil their potential within school. Pupils will also feel positive after a good parents' evening, and this will be the catalyst to spur the child on to achieving and attain. You will have a small insight into the pupils' lives. You may learn other things about them. You see the pupils as someone's child and glean a little into their social background, which will help you understand as much about them. Make the most out of parents' evenings. Learn about the families you work with, and most of all, use information to learn more about the children you teach. You will often see the pupil in a very different light once you have spoken with the parents, and it can be the little nuggets of personal information that can make the difference to what you plan and teach, and even how you deliver your lessons and what strategies work. Your response to a child may change once you find out certain pieces of important information. So whilst you may be surviving a heavy workload of extra commitments to parents' evenings, you may be gaining information and giving information to enable your pupils to thrive in their learning. I've been Alex from My Progression, and let's keep your career in motion.